Alrighty, so I have everybody's microphone off as always. If you need anything, just put your sound on and let me know. Okay, so I'm broadcasting from home today. My cat may appear. I just need to make that disclaimer. He knows how to open doors. So if my door flies open and he comes in, then don't be startled. So for class tonight, I think everybody that I'm seeing is a regular, right? So have a place where you can move about. You don't necessarily need a yoga mat, but just some space on the floor. A place to sit. So it can be your meditation cushion, some folded blankets, a bolster, or a chair. Okay, so wherever you sit for your practice, and then a place to lie down as well. So I usually split this hour into kind of 20, 20, 20. So we'll do 20 minutes of movement, 20 minutes of relaxation, and 20 minutes of meditation. Okay. All right, sounds good. So in case you've been out shoveling and you're tired, let's start lying down. So I'll come down onto our backs, lying down in Shavasana. And just make sure you have room above your head for your hands. We will eventually be bringing the hands overhead, but for now, arms are alongside, but make sure you have that space. Okay, I'm just going to move myself back to my mat. All right, very good. So bringing yourself down onto your back, and if you'd like a thin cushion or a thin blanket under your head, you could do that. And just take a moment now to roll your shoulders open and allow the backs of the hands to rest alongside. Good. Just lengthening your arms out away from your body. Maybe tipping the chin just a little bit to lengthen the back of the neck. And allowing your eyes to close. And with your eyes closed, start bringing your awareness into the body and just getting a sense of how you're feeling this evening. So especially if you have been out there moving snow today, you might feel some tension or soreness in your body, right? Especially shoulders, lower backs, and arms. So if you are noticing that or anything else that might be drawing your attention, allow your attention to go there and allow those places to soften. So sometimes when we have discomfort in our bodies, we tend to kind of grip that, right? Just hold it a little bit. So start to feel that the floor underneath you is supporting the weight of your body, and you can let go. From your crown to your toes to your fingertips, the body is heavy, and the floor supports your weight. And still keeping awareness of sensation in the body, in your mind, start to notice how your breath is moving. And notice that by relaxing your abdomen, the breath will start to grow deeper. So soften your belly and start to let the belly move as you breathe. On the inhalation, you're filling. And on the exhalation, you're emptying. Good. So just let your mind ride that wave of breath, inhaling and filling. Exhaling and emptying. And now as we kind of reach the end of the day, you can let go of any feelings of hurrying. Make each inhalation a little longer. Each exhalation a little longer. And now we're going to start to move the arms with the breath. So we'll keep our shoulders soft, keep your elbows a little bit bent. And as you inhale, let's just bring the arms up to the ceiling. And then let the backs of your hands touch the floor overhead. And then as you exhale, lift the arms back to the ceiling and let the palms softly touch alongside. All right, so let's do this for about 10 breaths. Inhale the arms up and to the floor above your head. Exhale, arms up and hands alongside. So as you're moving, you're paying attention to the breath and seeing if your arms can match your breath. So feeling that the lungs are full as the hands touch the floor overhead, and timing with a nice long exhalation that as the lungs are empty, the hands touch the floor next to you. A nice soft movement, and we're starting to coordinate movement with breath. Okay. And then the next time that your hands are on the floor over your head, let's stay there. Okay. And I'm going to lie down so that I'm matching what you're doing. And we'll just move into some symmetrical stretching. Good. So the right fingertips are going to reach away from the crown towards the wall above you as the right heel presses. And then relax. And let the left fingertips reach as the left heel presses. And relax. Good. So just moving from side to side. And just notice as one side is lengthening, the other side is letting go. Good. And then we're going to interlace the fingers above the crown, and we'll flip the palms away from the crown. And just see if you can bring your elbows straight or close to straight. And then let's move the feet. So we're going to flex and point the toes. Yeah, if you've been in heavy boots today, they'll feel good. Let those toes really spread. Press through the heels. And then let's start to move the ankle joints. So drawing circles up on the ceiling with the big toes. And maybe there's some little clicks and cracks as you're moving. Okay, take it one way and then the other way. And then a nice big inhalation, press through your heels, press through your palms, fill the body with breath. And then on the exhale, let's bring the arms back up to the ceiling and down alongside. Okay, let's bend the knees, bring the soles of the feet to the floor. And for just a moment now, you might lift your pelvis and just kind of roll the low back out. And so there's a little less of a curve. And then we're going to draw the legs in towards the body and just rock from side to side. So just start a nice gentle movement. And this is wonderful for the lower back if it's sore. So just rocking across the lower back. And just a few more. Let this guy out. And then when you're ready, you can let your feet come back down to the mat. And we'll do a little something for our hips. These are our reclined leg cradles. Let's pick up the right foot, place the right foot above the left knee, and then the right knee kind of presses away. Taking the left thigh up now and bringing the foot towards the body. Good. So it's up to you. You could keep your hands on the floor, or if you want to hold the left thigh, you could do that. And we're going to be here for about 10 breaths. So just gently bringing the leg towards the body. Okay, working with that hip joint. And maintaining that long, smooth breath. So stay aware of softness in the belly. Good. And then the left foot comes down. Let's switch sides. Left ankle is above the right knee. Right knee lifts and presses the leg towards the body. Maybe there's a little flex in the feet. That feels good. Again, we might hold the right thigh or we might keep the hands alongside. And here for about 10 breaths. Again, keep your shoulders relaxed. And 2 more long breaths. Okay, and then let's place the foot back down on the floor. Left foot back on the floor. And the knees are just going to rock from side to side. Okay. Letting any stiffness from that hold go through hip joints. And we're going to move a little deeper into the hip joints now by rolling the thigh.
What do you want, Daddy?
So feet are on the floor, knees are bent, and we're going to let the left knee come in towards the body. And the right knee might just drop out to the side a little bit. And then the left knee is going to start drawing a circle up on the ceiling. Your lower leg can just kind of dangle, right? Keep your foot soft, ankles soft. Let's get into that deep movement through the hip joint. Okay, switch direction. Let's do about 5 rolls the other way.
What, honey? Come on.
And then go ahead and let your left leg come down. And we'll switch to the right side. So let's bring the right knee in towards the body.
Where's Kitty? Oh, no.
And a microphone, come on. Good. So now we're moving the right knee, working into the right hip joint. And we know that a lot of our tightness in the lower back or pain in the legs can be related to being tight here. So this is a very beneficial movement. Good. Switch direction, circles the other way, right side. It's also very good for meditation. All right, so we think of the places that get fatigued from sitting. And that's why it's so important to move before we sit. Yeah, one more big circle. And then land your foot. Let's bring the legs out long. And we'll take some side bends. So interlacing the fingers, placing the hands behind the head. Lift your head and shoulders and side bend to the right. Place the head back on the floor, elbows down. And then we'll bring the right heel a couple inches right and the left heel over to meet it. And you can baby step until you have a big opening through the left side of the body. Good. And we'll take about 10 breaths here. So just feeling with each inhalation that you're lengthening through the left ribs, left side of the waist. As best you can, let your elbows fall open. Maybe they're on the floor, maybe they're not. But just feeling that nice expanse across the chest as well. So it's important to open up the side body. We do a lot of forward bending and backward bending, and sometimes we forget side bending. And this is my favorite way to do that. And 2 more breaths. When you're ready, The heels walk back into center, head and shoulders come back to center. And we'll get ready to side bend to the left. Head and shoulders lift. Bend left. Head down, elbows open. And again, we're just taking little baby steps with the heels to the left. And now opening the right side body for about 10 breaths. And since we started at 7 o'clock, you've been aware of long, smooth belly breaths. So notice how the inhalation creates space as the body fills. All right, gently opens and stretches. And use your exhalation to let go. Any tension, any holding. Nice and easy. Yeah, one more long breath. And then when you're ready, heels walk back to center, head and shoulders come back to center. Let's take our hands out from behind the head and just holding your hands above you, wiggle your fingers and point at the ceiling with your pointer fingers, draw circles. And so just working any tension out of the hands, circles go the other way. And then we'll give the hands a good shake. Shake it out. Okay, let's move up to our seated position. Good. And if you want to pull your cushion under you for a moment, you can, or you can just sit on the floor. We're only going to be here for a couple things. Taking the heels of the hands now to the forehead. And let's press in and draw circles. Good. And we're working tension out of the muscles of the forehead, down towards the eyebrows, up towards the hairline. This is good for so many things. Tension, sinus, headaches, eye strain. Good. So either a nice gentle touch, or if you really want to press in, go ahead and do that. You can kind of follow what feels good in your body. And working down to the temples, excuse me, down into the cheekbones. Good. And when you get to the jaw, so you're kind of here by your earlobes, it might feel nice to switch to fingertips. And you can just work that place here by the ears where the jaw opens and closes. And then come along your chin line. Good. And then the hands can come back to the knees. We're sitting up nice and tall. Let's release the head down. So nice and slow, let the chin make its way down towards the chest. And we're going to bring the head into a rotation. So rolling the right ear towards the right shoulder. Left ear to left shoulder. And we'll do just 2 big circles in each direction. Good. Let your teeth be slightly parted and your shoulders down away from your ears as you move. One way, and then we can switch. And then bring the head back to neutral. We're going to do some breathing now that involves moving the spine. So again, we're going to interlace our hands, place them behind the head, and we're going to kind of round forward like you would do in a cat pose with the elbows closed. And now as you inhale, fill your belly, start to sit up, fill the sides of your waist. Continue sitting up, and as you fill your chest, lift your head to look up at the ceiling, eyes to the ceiling, elbows are open. Exhale, elbows are closing, and we're rolling slowly forward again, emptying the chest, emptying the belly and sucking in at the belly. Inhale, fill the abdomen, sitting up, sides of the waist. And as you're filling your chest, look at the ceiling, press your elbows open. Good, keep going. We're gonna do 3 more, just like this. And you can time it to your own breath. These are nice, complete breaths, bringing a lot of oxygen into the blood. And we're stretching the front of the body as the spine rolls forward and back into our back bend. Good. If it feels good, you can do this with your eyes closed. Good. And this is the last one. Go ahead, open up, big inhalation. And then as you exhale, just release your hands back down. Okay. And now the hands will land on the knees. We're going to undulate the spine. So we'll press the chest and belly forward and then pull out to the side, pull back, other side and forward. Okay. So just like a snake in a basket. And you might imagine there's a pencil up on the crown of your head and you're drawing a big circle on the ceiling. Good. Keep everything nice and loose. Good. When you're ready, let's switch directions. And come back to neutral. Very good. Okay, let's stand up. We're going to do 2 things standing up, and I think we'll be ready to start the relaxation portion. So let's come up onto our feet. And up on your feet, you have soft fists with your hands. Let's just pump the elbows back and down, nice and easy. Letting the weight of the arms carry them back. And then stepping a little bit wider, we're going to twist, keeping the eyes forward. So nice lift up through the crown. Again, the arms are just like dead weights. Let them swing. Just be careful of furniture and walls. And then come back to our mountain pose. Ankles are underneath the hips. And we're going to come forward now into a forward bend. This is the last thing we'll do. If you're comfortable in a rag doll, just dropped from the waist, go ahead and do that. If dropping your head is uncomfortable, you can keep your back flat. Okay, so option 1 is the knees are bent, forearms rest on the quads, and I keep my head up. Option 2 is to straighten the knees and drop my head and shoulders. If you're in the soft ragdoll version, let the weight of your head, the weight of your shoulders lengthen the spine. And in either of our forward bends, we're feeling some fresh circulation come up into the face, the head, the brain. Let's be here for about 3 more long breaths. And always when we're inverted, we come out nice and slow. So bend your knees, start to roll yourself up. And coming back to standing. All right, we're going to move now into Shavasana for relaxation. And we're going to go right from lying down to sitting. So as you set up your space now, have your cushions nearby so you can kind of transition nice and easy. Okay, so go ahead and get ready for that. Again, a thin cushion under the head is a good idea. If your room's a little bit chilly, a blanket. Excuse me. And when you're comfortable, you can allow your eyes to close and start to become still. So when we get to this point in our practice, this may be the first time since you got up this morning that your body is still. And as soon as the eyes close and we stop moving, awareness goes inside. So again, taking stock of how you're feeling from your toes to your fingertips to your crown. And just noticing, I think, how a little bit of movement can be very soothing for the body. So what feels different? And now start to draw your awareness up to the crown of your head and relax at the crown. Soften your forehead and the space around your eyes. Soften the space behind your eyes. Relax your cheeks, the insides of your cheeks. Relax your tongue. Move to the sides of your head, relax around your ears. And you might start to travel into the ears. So you get the idea that your mind can go anywhere it wants to go. And you can soften the insides of your ears. Relax across the back of your head. And just feel that place where the back of your head touches the cushion or the blanket. Relax the sides of your neck, the back of your neck. Release the throat. And now soften across your upper back and down between your shoulder blades. Again, feeling the floor underneath your shoulder blades. Relax your chest, the space around the heart. And as you travel down your arms, feel the upper arms let go. And elbows. And lower arms. Soften your wrists. Move out into the palms of your hands and just feeling warm energy resting in the palms. Feel warm energy across the tips of your fingers. And as you notice the place where the backs of your hands touch the floor, your arms are heavy. And now again, moving up the arms, softening hands, forearms and elbows, upper arms and shoulders. Relax into the sides of your rib cage, the sides of your waist. Release your lower back. Draw your awareness into the belly and notice the movement of breath at the belly. So sometimes in the beginning of class, we're very purposefully filling and emptying, trying to establish that diaphragmatic breath. But here now, as you relax, let your body do it all on its own. If you let go, if you relax, you will very naturally fill on the inhalation and empty on the exhalation. There's nothing to do. You can release your effort and allow the body to breathe. And now feel the hip joints and the glutes. Soften the muscles in the thighs. Down into the knees. Lower legs and ankles. Soften the arches of your feet. The tops of your feet. Move your awareness across the tips of your toes. And now feel the place where your heels touch the floor and the legs are heavy. Start to travel back up your body. Again, relaxing at feet and ankles, lower legs, thighs. And when you get to the pelvic floor, start to travel right up through the center line of the body, relaxing vertebra by vertebra. You might even get the feeling that your spine is dropping, dropping, dropping into the floor. Let the floor hold you. As you travel through the lower back and the mid back, as you release all the vertebrae in the spine, up through the back of the neck, traveling back to the crown of the head. And just notice if any expression has crept back into the face and let it go. And imagine the expression on your face is absolutely serene. No expression at all. On your next inhalation, imagine the breath entering through the soles of your feet, traveling up the length of your body to the crown. And then exhale from the crown down the body and out through the soles of the feet. Good. Inhaling up, exhaling down. And with every inhalation, as you draw fresh energy into the body, imagine that you are nourishing every cell. As this fresh prana travels up the body, it moves to every point in the body. And it is nourishing and healing. You might feel this as energy moving into the body. You may see it as light. Okay. So however you experience the upflow of prana in your body is perfect. And now, with every exhalation traveling down, let go. As the incoming breath travels up the body, bringing in fresh energy, the outgoing breath travels down and cleanses. So anything that you are holding in your body is washed out by the outgoing breath. It could be tension, fatigue, worries, maybe thoughts or emotions that you've been clinging to, right? Because we do store all of this in the body. The outgoing breath is a cleansing breath, and all that junk travels out through the bottoms of your feet. With every outgoing breath, you are lighter and softer. And we know that this focused breathing is a wonderful tool for energizing and relaxing. And all we need to do is allow the mind to go and follow the breath. And then we're going to practice hearing a mantra as we follow this breath. And this is called the Om Kriya. So in addition to using focus on the movement of breath, we're also using sound. So on the inhalation, as the breath travels up, you're going to hear in your own mind, oh. And on the exhale, as the breath travels down, hear in your own mind, oh. So see if you can match the flow of breath with the sound of the mantra. So you're hearing Om as you travel up beyond the crown. And there's a moment of silence up beyond the crown as you switch directions to move down, hearing the sound Om travel along the body. And as you move out beyond the bottoms of your feet, there is a moment of silence as you switch direction and the mantra begins again. And at first, this might not be smooth. Just relax with it. And after a while, it might start to flow into a groove. Inhaling Om up beyond the crown. Exhaling Om down beyond the bottoms of the feet. And again, however you internally hear the mantra Om is perfect. And your body is resting in this wave of breath, in this wave of sound. So the Om mantra is a deeply healing mantra, feeling its vibration enter every cell in the body. And now feeling that your body is deeply rested, deeply relaxed, we'll transition to our seated posture. So you can allow the sound of the mantra to go. Keep your awareness on your breath and roll to your side. And then from here, gently making your way up to seated. And in your seated position, whether it's your chair or your cushion, setting yourself up comfortably. Again, the shoulders are back and away from the ears. The chest is softly lifted. And the chin is tucked just a little bit so that the crown faces the ceiling. And we can touch the thumb and the pointer finger together. Okay, this helps contain energy. And then just let the hands rest on the knees. Once you've set up your posture, bring your awareness to the movement of breath in the nostrils. And just as you had been very aware of the up flow of breath and the down flow of breath throughout the whole body in Shavasana, we're aware of that very same movement now concentrated in the nose. So feeling the upflow of the inhalation, feeling the coolness of breath as it touches the insides of the nostrils. And then feeling the breath as it travels out, again, touching the inside of the nose. Warmer now. And your awareness settles deeply into this touch of breath in the nostrils. Allow your whole focus to be in the nostrils. And when the mind and breath are together, bring in the sound of the mantra. So if you have a personal mantra that you use for meditation, you can hear that mantra now as you focus on the breath. Or you can use the universal mantra, Soham. If you're using Soham on the inhalation, hearing in your own mind, So, and on the exhale, hum. So, hum. And the sound of the mantra couples with the breath. If your personal mantra is a little longer than Soham, it doesn't quite couple with inhalation and exhalation, you can still find a pattern for breathing it. It might be one or two syllables on the inhale, and then a couple more syllables on the exhale. So just let the breath flow. And when we were doing the Om Kriya on the floor, you're aware of the points below the feet and above the head. Now feel the point, the bridge between the nostrils and the point between the eyebrows. Inhalation travels from the nose bridge to the point between the eyebrows. And the exhalation travels from the point between the eyebrows to the nose bridge. As you breathe between these 2 points, deeply relax your forehead and your eyes. And you start to feel that all your mental energy rests in the sound. And your mind is relaxing into the mantra as the mantra nourishes and soothes the mind. And sometimes your focus might be slightly diverted by your body or noises in the room or movements of pets. And that's fine. Because again and again, we can practice coming back to the mantra. And this is how our practice makes us masters of our own minds. Things will always pull focus away. Even your own thoughts will pull focus away. But you can choose to come back. And somewhere in your heart, you know the mantra is not just any sound. Right? You could sit here and repeat any word to focus on. But your mantra is a sacred sound. Your mantra is the divine in sound form. And this sound form draws you deeper and deeper within your own being. So allow the mantra to lead you. We're going to do something now where we uncouple the mantra with the breath. So at one point, the mantra is strong enough, it no longer needs the support of the breath. Allow your body to breathe on its own and just focus on the mantra. Sometimes that's a little tricky at first, but you can do it. And what might happen is your mantra might speed up a little. So if you're using Soham, your mantra might start to sound like Soham, 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 Soham. So we don't do anything. Just allow the mantra to sound in your mind. And trust that however it is doing that is perfect. And you might start to notice the witness in you, seeing this body sitting and this breath moving through it. This mind relaxing with just the sound of the mantra pulsing. And when you're in that place where you're just watching, you are resting in your own being. For a golden time during your practice, you can stop doing and just practice being. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Peace, peace, peace. And now the thought arises in your mind that it's time to come out of your practice. So allow the sound of the mantra to go. And take a few deep breaths. Start to move your body. So wiggling fingers or toes, maybe gently moving the head. And you come out of that interior space and back into your room. And you can warm your palms. And cupping your hands over your eyes, allow your eyes to open to the darkness of the hands. Good. Taking the hands away when you're ready. And for just a moment before you get back into your routine for this evening, feel the stillness within you. So sometimes we have this transition where it's like I'm meditating and now I'm running around. But see if you can bring this meditative state with you through the rest of your evening. Thank you all so much for being here. Namaste.
Thank you. Good evening.
Namaste.
you.
Thank you.
Thank you all so much. Have a great night.
Thank you.
You too.
Bye,
Thank you.
Tracy.
Thanks, Tracy. Great class.
Good. I'm glad. I know I love the Monday night meditation. It's lots of meditation time. No rushing at the end.
You know, it's okay doing it by yourself, but it's really nice to be able to do it with other people. I don't know why,
And I
but
didn't mention too, it's the full moon tonight.
you know, I just looked out the window and actually I could see a little bit. So yeah,
Yeah, so we got the nice community energy and
that's
lunar
right.
energy. So yeah, it's a great night to practice.
And the foot of snow on the ground. So
I know. I'm wondering if they're going to close schools or if I'm going to be trying to get out tomorrow. I don't know.
we went snowshoeing in Chestnut Ridge, so it was really nice. So
Oh yeah.
I know the kids kind of got skunked out of a snow day, didn't they?
Yeah, they really did, right?
Well,
Oh,
enjoy the
well.
rest of your week. See you soon.
Yep, see you Friday.
All right.
Bye,
Take care.
everyone. Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Thank you all. Bye-bye.